Hello guys, what is going on? I'm Nozda and welcome back to another manga review. The only one I've done before is a Bakuman review. I say this because this manga is very shonen. So I don't have too much experience with that specific genre of manga, but I'm going to give my best effort in doing a competent review, hopefully enjoy it, and yeah, let's get into this. So firstly, this arc is called the East Blue. That is because that is the one of the 4 seas that they are currently in. It's the tamest of the seas, and it covers 1 to 12 volumes in this. Well, it's going on forever at this moment in time, but I'm pretty sure the English translation goes to at least 69 volumes. So yeah, we're only just scratching the surface with this one. Just to preface this straight away, this is going to be a bit spoiler heavy because I don't really know any way to talk about this manga without giving away spoilers. Like, the way I was introduced to this manga was like, it weren't really spoilers, it was sort of inconsequential characters, but I sort of like just fell in love with the characters based off descriptions given to me by my friends. So I'm going to kind of try and do that, but like more mainline characters. So, yeah, if you haven't read this, then maybe don't watch this. I don't know. So, my favorite character is one of the 4 main characters, Nami. She is probably the most well-developed character I've seen in any manga. I can't think of a single manga that has a character that's more well-developed than most of these characters, actually. It's kind of insane. Well, I've read more volumes than I have of any manga, almost. So that's probably one of the reasons. But seriously, this character is so well developed. Her backstory is so great. It covers nearly 2 chapters, which is insane considering it was in the middle of a fight. But yeah, the backstory is insane. And I'm going to talk about my favorite moment, which is part of a backstory. So my favorite moment is sort of seeing her pledge to the village in which her mother, or foster mother, died in. Because it's it's sort of like a reflection of how childish Luffy's pledge is to becoming the King of the Pirates. There isn't really any reason or event behind it other than, well, there isn't, because even in the event at the start of the very start of the manga is before he says he wants to become King of the Pirates before the event even happens. It's just the reflection between the 2 different pledges, like Nami wanting to save her village no matter what because of such a tragic event. It was so sad compared to Luffy's. I think that was perfectly done. I think they did it on purpose. And it just made the character so much more real, created such a beautifully 3D character in such a medium in which a lot of female characters don't really get that, especially in a shonen manga. So yeah, it was just an incredibly sad moment, which might be a bit weird to say is my favourite moment, but it is. So there you go. Sort of sticking in the same area for this whole topic, my favourite villain in the whole arc of the East Blue is Arlong. He is a fishman, and he's incredibly strong, and he is probably the most despicable villain I've seen in a while in any medium of anything. So that's one of the reasons why he's my favorite. Because if you, the how good a villain is based on, well, it's based on like 2 things. It's based on like intelligence and how much you want them to die. Pretty much, that's the 2 things. Like if they are so clever, but you can follow along with their plan, then that's really impressive. Like to be able to do that, because, for example, he can give like empathy towards the villain as well, depending on how you do it. For example, Light. Some people can empathize with his plans in Death Note, and he's incredibly intelligent. So are the writers, and you can follow along with his plans still. But with Arlong, it's just plain and simple. It's just an incredibly despicable character, and yeah, he's the worst, and that's why he's the best. Moving straight on to the worst villain, Alvida. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I read the manga, so I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. But Alvida is probably because the reason why she's the worst villain is probably because we haven't got any motivation. Well, we still haven't got any motivation for Buggy, but the only reason why she's lower than him is because she's been in it even less, and now she's got the devil fruit. We don't know what's gonna happen, but I do feel like she's currently the worst villain, but could potentially be the best villain, depending on if we get maybe even some backstory. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we even got some backstory with Buggy, And that was pretty cool because we saw how he ate the devil fruit and stuff like that because he was friends with Straw Hat Man, which I forgot the name of. Shit, I forgot the name of like the main guy who started Luffy's journey. Anyway, sorry about that. But we got some backstory of Buggy. We didn't get very much backstory of Arlong, but he's the best, like I said, because he's despicable. So that sort of leads Albeda with sort of the crown for the worst villain, because we don't really see it that much. He's just sort of like a throwaway character in order to build up other characters that are probably going to come back. But we'll see. Now, finally, I'm going to give my hopes for the next arc. Hopefully, we get some really fantastical villains, because I've read the first volume. I've read volume 12. In fact, no, wait. Yeah, volume 12. So, yeah. So, the next arc starts at volume 12. I've read the first one, and it seems like we're going to get an insane amount of villains. And hopefully, we get some really creative ones. And hopefully, not too many of them are throwaway ones, because I feel like that could be a potential threat going on there. But we'll see, because right now it seems like they come from all different backgrounds. They're all assassins from different areas of the world. So hopefully we get some cool stuff there. And I've also been told that the next villain we're facing is supposed to be one of the best villains. So I'm excited to see that. And also one of my wishes for the next chapter, I mean for the next volume at least, or this arc, is that we get motives from Luffy, because right now he seems incredibly 2D. All I see from him is that he wants to just save his team no matter what. He's overly trusting, and I want to know why he is that way. Well, sort of because he's overconfident in the fact that he can't die. He does talk about sometimes. I like how they talk about the fact that, well, they do like a throwaway line, like where he says, "I was scared then," when he was like going across water or something like that, which is fine. It shows like more a human side to him. But still, it feels too overconfident in everything. So hopefully we get a reason why, at least, to that is the case. I don't know. Anyway, gonna end off the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you find this informative. If you have already read the mangas and you want to hear someone else's opinion just because, then hopefully I provided that for you. Make sure to comment down below what you think. Like I said, I'm not into shonen. It's just I haven't read very much. So yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and leave a like and all that good stuff. And I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.